Hello students, welcome to Vasavi Education Hub. So this session we will discuss the BTech Engineering Chemistry BTech first year topic that is molecular structure and theories of bonding. So this is the JNTU affiliated syllabus student. So we will move to the topic. So if you are watching my video first time, so please subscribe my channel. థ్యాంక్ యూ. సో దయచేసి ఎవరైనా నా వీడియోను నా ఛానల్ను ఫస్ట్ టైం చూస్తుంటే ప్లీజ్ దయచేసి వీడియోను సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, కామెంట్ చేయండి, రైట్. సో ఇన్ దిస్ టాపిక్ స్టూడెంట్, సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీ విల్ discuss what is orbital, and so we will discuss the differences between orbital and orbit and orbital. So this is a very important topic. So what is orbit means nothing but generally how we can define an orbit. A circular orbit path is present where the electron is revolving around the nucleus. So here orbit is a circular path and where the electron is revolving around the nucleus. Right here you can see student. So this is the nucleus with positively charged, and so here you can see this is the first orbit, right? So in this first orbit students, so where the electrons are revolving around this nucleus, okay. So this we can call as an orbit. So this is first orbit and we can denote as K, right? So this is the second orbit, we can denote as L, and this is the third orbit, we can denote as M, and this is the fourth orbit, we can denote as N. Okay. So orbit means nothing but it is a circular path where the electrons are revolving around the nucleus, right? Next. So here, what is orbital? The probability of finding of an electron with maximum electron density in a three-dimensional space or region we can call it as orbital. So orbital means nothing but student, the probability of finding of an electron with maximum electron density in a three-dimensional region. So three-dimensional region means nothing but so along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So this is y and z. So in this three-dimensional space here we are going to find out the probability of finding up an electron with maximum electron density, so up to 95%, then we can say it is an orbital, right? Orbit is a circular path and it is non-directional, so orbital has no directional, and the orbitals are having a definite shape and these are directional. So orbitals are having some definite shape, like s orbital is a spherical, p orbital is dumbbell, and d orbital is double dumbbell, and f orbital is fourfold dumbbell, and these are directional, means it is possible, it is a probability of finding up an electron in the three-dimensional region, means that is along the x y z axis. So that's why the orbital is a directional. Okay. The third point, the maximum number of electrons in any orbit is given as 2n square. Right here, this is very important concept. So that is the calculation of maximum number of electrons in a particular orbit. That is very important. For example, students, so you can take the first orbit. Or we can called as it is a K shell. K shell. So here this is the first orbit, so therefore the n value is equal to 1. So therefore 2 into 1 square, so that is equal to 2. So the first orbit is having the 2 electrons are revolving around this nucleus. If you take second orbit, so that means L shell, so therefore that is 2 into 2 square, that is equal to 8. So means here the two s electrons and 6p electrons are revolving around this nucleus, right? So the 6p electrons are revolving around this nucleus. For third orbit, the n value is equal to 3. So therefore 2 into 3 square, so that is equal to 18. So where here you can see students, so only s electrons are revolving around the nucleus, and here the 2 s electrons and 6p electrons are revolving in this second orbit. For the third orbit student, the 2 s electrons and 6p electrons and 10d electrons are revolving in this third orbit. The fourth orbit student, the value n is equal to 4. So therefore the 2 into 4 square, that is equal to 32. So means where the 2 s electrons and 6p electrons and 10d electrons, f 14f electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So this is the highest orbit around the nucleus and which contains the maximum number of electrons in n shell, right? This is the orbit. The maximum number of electrons occupied in an orbit is 2s, 2 electrons. So that means whatever the orbital you can take, so the maximum number of electrons filling in this orbital is 2 electrons only. Okay. So this is about orbit and orbital, student. Okay, right. Then we will move to the shapes of orbitals. Here we have the different shapes of orbitals are there for s orbital, p orbital, d orbital and f orbital. So it is easy to imagine s and p and d, but it is very difficult to understand about the f orbital because here we have the 6 lobes are there. So it is very difficult to imagine the which lobes are present towards the observer and which lobes are present away from the observer. It is very difficult to observe, student. Here you can see this is the s orbital and it is a spherical in shape. So because the probability of finding of an electron along these three axes means x, y, z is 95%. It is a spherical. So here the shape of s orbital is spherical, right? Here the px orbital and py orbital and pz orbital here. So the maximum electron density along the x-axis only. The few electron density means approximately 5% of electron density along y and z axis. Here for py orbital, the maximum electron density y-axis only. The remaining x, z axis are very few electron density is present. So they similar to pz orbital also. Look at here, in the case of d orbital, here we have 5 set of d orbitals are there. Dz square, dx square minus y square, dxy, dyz and dxz orbitals. In this dz square orbital, you can see, students, here the lobes are present along the coordinate axis. So here the lobes are present along the coordinate axis. Similarly, the lobes are located along the coordinate axis in dx square minus y square also. But in this dxy, dyz, dxz orbital, student, the lobes are located in between the coordinate axis along x, y, yz and xz. Okay. So these lobes are located along the coordinate axis. That's why we can call as these two set of orbitals are we can call as axial set of orbital. These three set of orbitals are we can called as non-axial set of orbitals. We can called as non-axial set of orbital. So these non-axial set of orbitals are also called as T2G set of orbitals, and these two axial set of orbitals we can called as EG set of orbitals. Here we can see the f orbital, that is fx into x square minus y square. So this is fy into x square minus z square, fz into x square minus y square. So this is y square minus z square, student. So fxyz, fz cube and fyz square and fxz square. So these are the different kind of 7p f orbitals are there. Okay. So this is about shapes of d orbitals. Clear, student, right?